Hi everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Lynn with Plasma Energy Solution, and this is September 19th, 2020. And today I want to talk to you about smoke from fires. And I have just done a blog that says, is the smoke from the fires in the West getting to you? Here are some ways that you can use the Plasma Energy Station water and other plasma energy formula waters to help you through this. I did this, put this together after being contacted by a couple who was about 20 minutes away from the fires in California, and they said that they were so bad. There's ash all over the cars. It was giving them headaches. The particulates in the air are very heavy, and of course it's warm, so you're going to want windows open or whatever. And so I came up with some ideas for them in using their Plasma Energy Station water. And the very first one was to make a mask of some fabric, some material that works for them. It could be as soft as an old t-shirt or whatever, and dampen that mask with the Plasma Energy Station water. And if you have other plasma waters, use them. Use what's appropriate. I mean, for goodness sakes, anxiety, peace, lung relief, any of these are going to clear mind. Any of these are going to be helpful, okay? So here were some of my suggestions that I had. I said to be sure to read about the plasmatic field of protection that came around a house and gardens in Dominica after Hurricane Maria struck. And 90% of that island was demolished of everything, the vegetation, the housing, you name it. So there's a blog I wrote in November of 2017, I think, and you might look for that among the blogs because it was pretty interesting to see the photos. And what happened is a man named Tom had made plasma energy water a couple years before and taken it to his parents, and he put a large jar of it in the center of their garden. Well, what happened is, and I think I've got pictures here, so I'm going to actually show them to you. The gardens, okay, here is the before. This is the after picture of Dominica. I hope you can see that and just the complete devastation. And right below that, you see this garden with all these beautiful flowers and leaves and plants. And you see a jar sitting in the middle of that garden. And that was a jar of plasma water. And I'm sorry, this photograph wasn't very clear, so you may not be able to see the jar. But what happened is there was a 30-foot radius. So if this was the jar sitting in the garden, 30 feet around that jar was completely untouched by Hurricane Dominica, and some of the winds in that were up to 200 miles an hour. As you can see from the photo, there were flowers, leaves, everything. The house was untouched, but outside that 30 feet was complete devastation. They lost a couple tool sheds, they lost, well, all the plants and trees were completely stripped. It just looked like a wasteland. So I'm suggesting to you, set up a perimeter around your property and put your intention that you have a dome of protection with your plasma energy. You can take a spray bottle, you can spray fences with it, you can spray rocks on the ground, you can spray plants with it, tree trunks with it, whatever's outside of the perimeter. So let's say your house is here in the center. And so you're going to put some plasma energy in the center of your house, and I would just take a spray bottle and spray the outside walls. If you want, you can go out and spray the exterior walls and around the door frames and that type of thing. Then find the highest point in your house and spray that, find the lowest point and spray that, or put a container there. And then what you're going to do is, our measurements is that the plasma energy fields go anywhere from 30 to 36 feet. And that is from what we have done and what other people have also done. All right, so when you go out 30 feet, if you have a larger piece of property, go out another 20 feet or 30 feet and do another ring of, you can spray things, you can put bury little vials of water, you can make patches and put them under rocks, whatever you want to do. There was one man who sprayed popsicle sticks and just poked them in the ground around his property. So make it easy. Plasma energy does not care how it is carried into the environment, okay? So do that. And then I had some more suggestions for them, and I'll get back to my suggestion page here, which of course I threw out of order. Here we go. So then I just said, go to the property line, such as a fence, and spray that. Then if you need to keep your windows open because of hot temperatures, spray some cloth like tablecloths, curtains, towels, pillowcases, something that's fairly lightweight and porous, and spray them with the plasma energy and let them serve as a barrier for filtering the particulates in the air that are coming in. And for headaches, you can spray a bandana, wear it on your head, or spray a cap. Spray it right on your hair if you need to. Spray your pillowcase. And I always suggest that you wash clothing and bedding in plasma energy water in a rinse cycle so that you put that energy field into what is surrounding your body. And of course, you can drink the water. Spray the plasma energy station water on the exterior walls and around the exit doors, which I already covered. Use your plasma energy station water or other plasma energy waters with a breathing tube made with aquarium tubing. And Dr. Paul shows how to do this, and I have a little drawing I'll hold up to show you. But he said, get 7 or 8 feet, go to the hardware store and get the thinnest, smallest tubing that you can get, and get 7 or 8 feet of it. And then you're going to coil it up inside of a jar. So again, if this was my jar, I would be coiling that tubing up inside. But let me show you the drawing here, and I hope you can see this, where he shows both ends are hanging outside of the jar, and one is the air intake and the other is the end that you're going to suck on for the breathing. Now, the reason for doing this is if you're suffering from allergies and headaches, you want to get that source of the water as close as you can to that area of your head. So breathe in and exhale. You don't want to blow your exhale back into the tube. That's what's wrong with all these face masks, is people are breathing in and then they're exhaling out their toxic breath, and then they're breathing in their toxic breath and breathing out the toxic breath. So that's where the face masks are not working very well for a lot of people. And just as a side, I saw in an article that dentists are saying that mouth infections and cavities are up 50% since people started wearing masks. So take a good look at that little plan that's been foisted upon us. So anyway, you can do the breathing as often during the day as you need to for relief of whatever symptoms that you're dealing with. Okay, so that's an idea for you. And then let me see if there's anything else I want to share with you. Okay. For headaches or impaired breathing issues, breathe the in-breath through the tubing and exhale out into the room, which I've already covered. This is a closed, direct delivery system to the brain and the lungs, and to the sinus areas, which send them plasma energy. If it's still very smoky, spray a damp cloth or coffee filter and put it over the air intake of your tubing. So in other words, with this straw, if this was my tubing, I would just cover the end of it with plasma energy sprayed porous material, such as a coffee filter or whatever, that will keep out particulates, and then just breathe through the other end. But you're going to breathe, exhale, okay? So I think you got that part. And these same instructions could also apply in the case of, say, dust storms. So anytime you have, for those of you that suffer during pollen season, this would be an application that might help you during that season, because a lot of people with hay fever really suffer the time of year that there's a lot of pollen in the air, and it isn't always the same time for the same types of plants. So just apply it to what your particular situation might be. So I hope that's been helpful for you. And again, this is our website is plasmaenergysolution.com. And we have a lot of videos for you on YouTube. We have the same videos on our website. So when you're searching a topic, if you'll look for a certain product, there will be videos that go with that. And we've covered almost everything. I might have 2 or 3 things left to do, and I'm stumbling across them at this point and going, oh, forgot to do a video on that. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. I hope you're living in an area with clearing skies, and this is a great time to utilize your peace vial if you have that. Now, just for those who watch this video, I'm going to tell you, if you place an order and put in your comments, please send me a free vial of peace. I will gladly do that. So this is the only place you're going to hear that offer. So I want to thank you very much. Give me a thumbs up and share with your family and friends if you wish to. And once again, plasmaenergysolution.com. Thanks.